Hello, if you don't know me, I'm Bruce Fumi. As I'm filming this, Burns Night is just around the corner, so I thought I'd give you a performance of possibly the most famous poem created by Scotland's national bard. Now the clip that I'm about to play is my performance of the poem from the end of a stand-up show that I did called About Tam O'Shanter. The show's 45 minutes of comedy explaining the background to the poem and some of the words for the non-Scots. And then after that, you get the bit that I'm about to play. Now, if you want to see the whole show, you can buy it on Vimeo to stream as many times and at any time you want. A word of warning though, there are some smutty jokes in the full version. Now, for anyone that wants to buy the video, I'll leave a link in the comment section and the description below. Now, some of my Patreon members already get access automatically, so if you're a malt patron or above, don't buy the video. You get it for free. If you want to become a patron, then click the white tab up there. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Tam O'Shanter, a tale.
Yeah? And wherever we've gone as Scots, we've taken Robert Burns with us. And we've taken the world's greatest narrative, which goes something like this. When Chapman billies leave the streets, and drouthy neighbours meet, as market days are wearing late and folk begin to tack the gate, as we sit boozing at the nappy, getting foo and unco happy, we think no of the long Scot smiles. It's mosses, waters, slaps and styles that lie between us and our hame, where sits your sulky, sullen dame, gathering her brows like gathering storms, nursing her wrath to keep it warm. This truth fund honest Tam O'Shanter, as he ae night fi air did canter, all day when ne'er a tune surpasses for honest men and bonny lasses. O Tam, had thou but been sae wise as ta'en thy ain wife Kate's advice, she told thee weel thou was a skellum, a bletherin', blusterin', drunken blellum, that frae November till October, ae market nicht thou wasna sober. The ilka melder with the miller, thou sat as long as thou had siller. That every neg was called a shoe on, the smith and thee got roaring foon. That in the Lord's house, even on Sunday, thou sat with Captain Jean till Monday. She prophesied that late or soon thou would be found deep down in Doon, or catch with warlocks in the murk, by Always, old haunted kirk. Ah, gentle dames, it gars me greet to think how many counsels sweet, how many lengthened sage advices the husband frae the wife despises. But to our tale, ae market night, Tam had got planted unco right, fast by an ingle, glazing finely, wi' reemin' swats that drank divinely, and at his elbow, Suitor Johnny, his ancient, trusty, drouthy crony. Tam looed him like a very brother. They'd been foo for weeks together. The night drave on with songs and clatter, and aye, the ale was growing better. The landlady and Tam grew gracious, with favours secret, sweet and precious. The suitor told his queerest stories. The landlord's laugh was ready chorus. Outside, the wind might rear and rustle. Tam didna mind the storm, I'll whistle, as bees flee hame with lazy treasure. The minutes winged their way with pleasure. Care mad to see a man sae happy, he'd drowned himself among the nappy. Kings may be blessed, but Tam was glorious! O'er all the ills of life, victorious. But pleasures are like poppy shed. You seize the flower, it's bloom shed. Or like the snowfalls in the river, one moment quiet, then gone forever. Or like the borealis race that flits ere you can point its place. Or like the rainbow's lovely form, vanishing amidst the storm. Nae man can tether time nor tide. The hour approaches, Tam and ride. That hour of night's black arch the keystone, that dreary hour Tam mounts his beastin', and sick and he tacks the road, and as there poor sinner was abroad. The wind blew as 'twere blown its last. The rattling towers rose on the blast. The speedy gleams the darkness swallowed. Loud, deep, and loud the thunder bellowed. That night, a child might understand. The deal had business on his hand. well mounted on his grey mare Meg, a better never lifted leg. Tam skelped on through dub and mire, despising wind and rain and fire, whilst hurting fast his good blue bonnet, whilst crooning o'er some old Scots sonnet, whilst glowering round with prudent cares, as boggles catch unawares. Kirkalloway was drawing nigh, where ghasts and hoolets neckerly cry. By this time he was crossed the ford, where in the snow the chaplain smored, and past the birk and meikle stain, where drunken Charlie Bracknell's bane, and through the winds and by the care, where hunters found that murdered bear, by the thorn aboon the well, where Mungo's mother hanged herself. Before him, doon poured all her floods. The Dublin storms roared through the woods, the lightning flashed from pole to pole, near and more near the thunder roll, and then, glimmering through the groaning tees, Kirkalloway seemed in a blaze. Through Ilkabore the beams were glancing, and loud resounded mirth and dancing. Inspiring bold John Barleycorn, what dangers thou wilt make us scorn. With Tippany we fear the evil, with Uskabay we'll face the devil. The swatsy reamed in Tammy's noddle. Fair play, he cared na duels a boddle, but Maggie stood right there astonished, till, with a hand and heel admonished, she ventured forward in the light. Whoa! Tam's on Unclesecht! Witches and warlocks in a dance! Nae cotillion but new fae France, but hornpipes, jigs, strathspeys and reels, put life and metal in their heels. A winnock bunker in the east, there sat old Nick, in shape a beast, a towsy type, black, grim and large. To give the music was his charge. He screwed the pipes and gatram skirl, till roof and afters awed and dirl. Coffins stood round, like open presses, that showed the dead in their last dresses. And by some devilish cantrip slicht, each in its cold hand held a light, by which our hero Tam was able to see upon a haly table a murderer's banes and gibbet airns, twa spanlang wi' unchristened bairns, a thief new cutted fair eight, with his last gasp as gabbed at gape, 5 tomahawks with blood red rusted, 5 scimitars with murder crusted, a knife a father's throat and mangled, whom his ain son a life bereft, the grey hairs yet stuck to the earth, and mair, a horrible and awful, that even to name would be unlawful. As Tammy glowered, amazed but curious, the mirth in front grew fast and furious. The piper loud and louder blew, the dancers quick and quicker flew. They reeled, they set, they crossed, they cleek it, till ilka carlin sweat and reek it. And Custer did it to the wag, and linked it at our side. Oh Tam, had they been queens, oh, plump and strapping in their teens, their sacks, instead of creasy flannel, being 17 her snow white linen, their breeks of mine, my only pair, that once were plush of good blue hair, I would have given them off my hardies for 8 blinking of bonny birdies. But whether beldams, old and droll, ringwoody hags would spin her foe, louping and flying on her coming, I wonder did they turn this stomach? But Tam kent what was fought through brawly. There was a winsome wench, Anne Wally, that night enlisted in the corps, long after Kent and Carrick shore. For many a beast to dead she shot, and perished many a bonny boat, and shook baith meikle corn and bear, and held the countryside in fear. Her cutty sack, a paisley hand, that was a lassie she had worn, in longitude though sorely scanty, it was her best, and she was vaunty. Little Kent, her reverend granny, that sack she coughed for her wee Danny, with 12 pound Scots was all riches, would ever grace the dance o' witches. Now, hear my muse, her women cur, sick flights is far beyond her power, to sing how Nanny lapped and flang, a supple jade she was, and strang, and how Tam stood as ain bewitched, and thought this very een enriched, even Satan glowered, and fits fu fain, and hotched in blue, with micht in main, till first he caper, sign another, Tam turned his reason on the gar, and yelled out, well done, Cutty Sard! In an instant, all was dark, but scarcely had he Maggie rallied, when out the hellish legion sallied, as bees buzz out with angry fight, when plundering herds assail their bite, as open pussy's mortal foes, when pop she starts before the nose, as eager runs the market crowd, when catch the thief resounds aloud. So Maggie runs, the witches follow, women and eldritch screech and hollow, oh Tam, thou get thy fearing, in hell they'll roast thee like a herring, in vain thy care awaits thy coming, Kate soon will be a woeful woman. Do this be the utmost, Meg, to make the keystone of the brig. There thou at them, thy tail may toss, a running stream, but dare they cross. But ere the keystone she could make, the free a tail she had to make. For Nanny, far before the rest, hard upon noble Maggie pressed, and flew at Tam with furious ettle. But little was she Maggie's mettle. A spring brought off her master heel and left behind her ain grey tail. The carlin clocked her by the rump and left puir Maggie scarce this dumb. Now, who this tale of truth shall read, ilk man or mother's son, take heed. If e'er to drink you are inclined, or cutty sarks run in your mind, think, ye may buy the joys o'er dear. Remember, Tam O'Shanter's mare.